Hello, welcome back to this amazing channel. My name's Amanda. You read the title of this video? Today we're gonna be talking about some fiercely romantic stuff, and by that I'm talking about one of my childhood favorite rom-com, which is still a favorite to this day, and that is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, starring Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. Here's a quick rundown if you've never seen the movie. Andy Anderson, played by Kate Hudson, is a women's fashion magazine writer. Due to some reason, she has to write an article on how to lose a guy in 10 days. So she's out there looking for a guy that she's gonna basically dump in 10 days. And on the other hand, Matthew McConaughey's character, Benjamin Barry, that's his name, he's a marketing person, so he's on this new case that he's trying to win, and he makes a bet with his opponent that if he can make a girl fall in love with him in 10 days, then the case goes to him. So the two meet, and yeah, you know the rest. I love movies and I love looking at fashion in movies. This particular film has some really great outfits that remain very stylish to this day. It was released in 2003. Basically, it's very reminiscent of like the major trends that we think of when we think of the early 2000s. So we see a lot of midi skirts, kitten heels, lace details, and stuff like that. But it's the way these trends were styled in this film that makes it very fashionable, especially on our main character Andy Anderson, and we'll see that in a bit. With the resurgence of the early 2000s fashion, the Y2K styles that we're seeing right now, this film, I guess, actually serves as a really great inspiration for people who want to partake in the current trends. So in this video, we're going to take a look at some of these outfits, and taking those outfits as inspiration, I will put together some outfits and share them with you. Real quick before we start though, this is not one of those recreate the exact same outfit type of video. Some of these outfits, yeah, I will certainly recreate with very similar pieces to kind of get the look, but the purpose of the video is really to look at the fashion elements and the styling tips and put those to practice. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. The first outfit I want to talk about is this very first outfit that we see Andy in. The scene happens like 5 minutes into the movie when she's going to work. In this photo, we can see that she's wearing a white shirt, tied, I think, like satin midi skirt, and a light grayish brown tone. I'm guessing it's one of those like sheeny, satiny, almost suit-like material that used to be very popular. And on her feet, kitten heels, and she's wearing a big tote bag with this outfit. We're gonna come back and go into details with the bag, but for now let's focus on the whole look. This is a very simple working woman type of outfit which fits her character really well. I would say Andy's wardrobe can be described as generally pretty simple, effortlessly chic, whereas her friends wear a lot more pattern, and we can see that even in this photo. I love a white shirt. It's a staple in the closet. I personally though would swap the tight midi skirt out for something looser, because tight skirts, especially the knee length one that she's wearing here, can look a bit too mature sometimes. So for my version of this outfit, I would probably keep the whole, like the overall idea and texture of the outfit, but go for a more comfortable bottom. I don't have the little pumps like the one she's wearing. That's a very specific style with very, very pointed toes, and I don't own anything like that, but I think any heels would probably do. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, I want to take a closer look at the tote bag she's carrying. It's a blue and brown bag by Prada, and oh, by the way, when I was looking into the facts about the movie, I found that the costume designer, Karen Patch, decided to let Andy wear a lot of designer clothing. It's also part of the reason why the outfits in this film isn't the easiest to replicate, because unless you own the piece, a lot of these are like one-piece designer clothing. Alright, so I want to point this bag out because it's a very interesting color combination. It's classic blue with like deep chocolate brown. Blue and brown aren't the most intuitive color combo. Usually we think of pairing brown with neutrals, but blue surprisingly goes really well with brown, especially dark brown. And you kind of see this color combination quite a lot in this film. Sometimes it's incorporated into a single person's outfit, sometimes it's not. Let's actually look at this other scene. In this scene, Michelle's wearing a dark brown top with baby blue lace details that's peeking through at the v-neck part of her shirt. And Andy is coincidentally wearing a blue semi see-through striped top. So again, it's like this blue and brown combination on screen. So how do you wear these two colors and not look weird or unsettling? I'd say a good tip is to try to go for muted blue. You see here how Andy and Michelle, they're both wearing light pale blue. The blue pigment isn't really that strong at these type of like pale light blues. Compare that to this person standing next to Michelle. The royal blue top they're wearing is like screaming at your face. It's like screaming blue at you. So try to stay away from those just because it's harder to pull off. You can also like try to go for a darker blue, something that's closer to cobalt or navy blue, which is very similar to like the blue on the Prada bag. And for the browns, I would say go for dark browns like the color of the poop emoji, like a horse. Those are probably safe bets. Next up we have, oh, okay, this look. It's the Burberry look. Look how fashionable Crow Warrior King is. I do not own any Burberry, unfortunately. But I think I can recreate the overall theme of this outfit pretty closely. I'm kidding. I do want to talk about Crow Warrior King's outfit, but let's look at Andy's outfit in this scene first. Look at how everything matches everything in this whole scene. The classic Burberry beige is like everywhere, and even the color of the office, the earthy tones really blend into the color scheme. Alright, let's look at what she's wearing. She has a fit knitted top with a little turtleneck, and there's a silky scarf tied around her neck. On the bottom, pretty sure she's wearing tight black skirt and a burnt orange bag with a dog, a beige handbag, and a Burberry paper bag. Okay, so I know I have something like kind of resembles her top, and I can wear my pleated black skirt. If you've seen my jean jacket video, you would know. I can probably wear pants too, and you know, shoes are a mystery in this photo because we don't ever see it in the scene, so I can be creative with that, I guess. But really, I want to talk about the details of the scarf tied over her neck. Growing up, I've seen my grandma done this a lot. It's very old and classic styling tip. The reason I bring up Kroll earlier is because Andy and Kroll, they're both wearing turtlenecks, and they're both wearing something over their turtleneck. So really what we're trying to learn here is you can wear anything over your turtleneck, a scarf or a piece of jewelry like Kroll, and the jewelry can be big or small, it doesn't really matter. Just put it on and spice up your turtleneck. Alright, I don't want to make the video too long, so let's quickly look at some other stuff and then let's finish up with the yellow dress. So let's talk about accessories. This is the scene before Andy screws up Ben's boys' night. I love these glasses she's wearing. This square shape is very trendy right now. A lot of people are wearing these. Ooh, these are the Judy sisters, Ben's opponent. Look at how her shirt, the one on the left, her shirt opens up and goes deep into the chest area, and the necklace she wears kind of traces down. I love the idea of wearing a necklace with a elongated tail like that. I would totally want to try something like this. Maybe I'll insert a picture of what I end up doing, or a clip or something. Okay, we're finally down to the yellow dress. We're gonna tackle it, talk about it. This dress is the statement piece of this entire film. It's designed by Carolina Herrera. She's designed pieces for a lot of famous figures like Renee Zellweger and Caroline Kennedy, which is JFK's daughter. And this dress has a very big neck opening, which is actually designed to show off the big chunky diamond Andy ends up wearing later in the film. Instead of trying to recreate this dress, which is, you know, basically that means I have to go out and buy a really long yellow gown like that, let's actually talk about wearing yellow in general. A nice, like, light pale yellow is a really great way to wear yellow in general. If you're not that comfortable with bright colors, it's easier to incorporate into your wardrobe if you're leaning more on the neutrals and you want to branch out to some colors. And it also spares you from looking too tacky. I mean, like, come on. Look at this guy. He's practically always wearing yellow in this movie, like, all the time. Forget about Andy, I'm gonna start dressing like him. But in all seriousness, pale yellow is a nice color to go for an everyday wear. I actually own a yellow cami that works really well with a lot of stuff, and I've been loving it so much since I rediscovered it recently. I guess I'll show you how I style it. That will be it for this video. I had a lot of fun looking at the fashion elements and styling tips in this film. I think I've learned a lot. I hope this video helped you out a bit. If you like these types of videos, stay tuned because I'm planning on making more of these. Alright then, that's it. Bye!